Hello and welcome back to Planet Coaster. So, last time we basically set up this little walled structure here and made kind of the basis of our park, like the base kind of theme of it. And we're going to extend that out a little bit in the future, but I think this time we're very close to finishing our waterworks. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that, well, once we finish researching it. So I'm going to unpause the game, put it up to max speed and just let things kind of go. Now, we do have a lot of rides breaking down, which is kind of annoying, but I think that getting a new ride is definitely the way to fix it, because say this ride breaks down, if we have another ride over here, fantastic, no worries. Same with that ride. Anyway, maybe we'll try and do some more scenery just before we do that. Actually, the research is done, so let's do that right now. We might not have enough money, but we will definitely reveal our research. Researched a little kind of log flume. How much does that cost? That cost, I don't want to build a custom one. It cost minimum 1,000. So we'll wait for that to come in. So maybe we'll build some walls while we do it. Walls only cost like 10 a piece. Where's our scenery rating? Because that's what we're trying to push up. It's now 36. Previously it was 31, I think. So that's fine. That's kind of cool. Let's set this up. So we're going to go scenery, or buildings, actually. Walls, and then we're going to try and set the walls all the way along here. So we're looking for... Actually, what might be a better way is if I go to edit building. What I can then do is I can select like a long section of wall, and I can just duplicate. So I want to duplicate selection. I want to turn it 90 degrees. And I want to just put it along the edge here. There we go. Nope. Actually, my god, that wasn't what I meant to do at all. What did I undo? I probably undid something important. No, let's redo whatever I did there. Never mind. I can undo that. Right. Trying to work out what the game actually undoes when you click undo. And we should probably get the parapets as well, because that's important. Right, duplicate selection. Turn it 90 degrees. Let's actually check that we can get it. So we can either cut off a little bit of the path, or we can let it go next to the path. Let's let it go next to the path, and then we can change what the train looks like. That's alright. I want to duplicate selection again, and I want to go another lot along. There we go. Do we want to go another lot along, or is that too much? Oh, it's almost exactly the right amount. There we go. Go another lot along. Except that was not lined up. Okay, now we've lost our selection. That's kind of I wish it would keep your selection selected. Let's just take that much, and then we can go in smaller increments. There we go. Duplicate selection again. Then we want maybe like one of those. Just go in like that, and then duplicate, turn in like that. So that's what we're looking for right here. Is that actually off by just the tiniest amount? Yes, it is. Okay, we can fix that. We'll grab that. We'll duplicate selection. Then we'll turn it in here. Do we have enough money yet? Almost. What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to have these walls connect. That looks alright. Once we unselect that, yeah. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Some of the lighting effects are a little bit off, but that's kind of where I'm going for here. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy the whole thing again. Which I believe there isn't a quicker way of doing it than just, like, doing this. Which is kind of annoying, but still better than doing it all manually. Okay, and then we'll select all of those, select all of those, select all of those. Yeah, it'd be nice if it had, like, a few better options, but that's fine. Where's this? No, that's not what I was looking for. I saw a select grid there and was like, is that an option I've been missing? Maybe there is a way of doing this, but I don't think there is. Right. Select that, select that, select that, select that, select that. Duplicate selection. Turn 90 degrees. And then see if we can somehow... Yeah, it really doesn't like pieces that are this big. Is that how many of our rides are breaking down? Yeah. Yeah, we actually have Loris and Highgarden broken down at the same time. That's kind of annoying. It's going to lose us a lot of money. Okay, we set up that, and then maybe I'll just set up the parapet over the top. That's not really what I'm looking for. We could do something like that, but that's not what I'm looking for. We're looking for just the straight up parapets. Well, maybe something like that, and then just raise that up. The other way around, I guess. Maybe we could do something like that. Oh, we could do the arches. There's what we could do. We'd put in one arch, like, down here. So, let's rotate it. It's very hard to see when it's not good. Like, sometimes it doesn't actually put it in front of where you want to put it. So, like, there, lower it down. There we go. Something like that. Except we want to make the arch just, like, one larger. Can we do that? Like, a weight... If we raise that up, doesn't quite look right. Is there not like a middle arch thing that we can put in? It seems like there should be a way of extending it. There isn't. That's kind of annoying. I guess we'll just make our own arch. Yeah. So we'll... I don't want to select that anymore. We'll just select like the parapet, and we will duplicate. Turn it 90, well, turn it that many round. Just stick it in like that over the top. That looks a little bit ugly. Let's put in, where's that little pillar? Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Slim pillar. And then maybe one of those at the top of it. There we go. That's not too bad. Almost seems like it could do with like another arch in here. But that doesn't look right at all. Anything else we could put in here? We can put in like multiple tunnels, but I don't think the AI will use the tunnels. I think they'll just kind of go in directly through the center, because I don't think they actually interact with scenery at all. So let's work out what we want to do here. Then we just want to put in, like, it doesn't seem like they use the edges at all anyway. Just put in, like, walls. Yeah, let's just put in walls here and then put in, like, a, we'll put in our arch in the middle. And they'll see if that looks alright at all. There we go. That's what we'll do here. I'm just waiting to see if anyone phases through that wall. I actually kind of want to put that in instead here. Let's delete that one. And then put in another arch. Yeah. It looks slightly better. It doesn't look quite right, but it looks slightly better. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to select 1, 2, 3, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. We're just going to move, yes, was it Control D to duplicate. There we go. And then we'll just duplicate that a couple times. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to just select all of that. Now we can just duplicate that instead of having to duplicate the single row. There we go. Control D. Put that in there. Control D. Put that in there. And then it's just one last line to go. Right. There we go. That looks alright. Got our proper castle. It's going to be pretty dark in here. Do we need some lights? See, so you kind of come in through here. Almost seems like that should be like another arch. That probably should be another arch, looking at it from this side. Also, that bench needs to go, because that bench is ugly at this point. Let's go done. Let's grab the bench, delete the bench. And then edit building. Where's edit building? There we go. Edit building. And we're just going to delete this one, I think. There we go. And then we're going to try putting in another arch in here. That doesn't quite look right. It's almost like we need to move it all over like 1 pixel or so. That's fine. We'll put in the wall again. If we can put in the wall and then something else. So I see whether there's a different type of wall we could have put in there. Now, it doesn't look like we have any other options. We'll go with that. And then what we want to do is we want to put in some, well, lights, basically. We could put in some lights like this along the edge. Something like that. Nah, it looks... I'm going to spend far too long doing the lights if we put in like proper lighting. But what we do want to do is we want to put in terrain, and we're going to change this from grass to probably like stone. Yeah, that looks a little bit nicer. Something like this all the way along here. There we go. Just to be kind of the inside of our castle. And we'll do the same at the other side. That should look fine. It's going to extend on beyond the walls of the castle, and I've accepted that. There we go. Rebellion broke down. Not good. Became dark. Became light. Yeah, it's going to do that, which is kind of annoying. But what we can do here is we can just go... We can just kind of clean it up at the edges. Maybe we want to lower the size, but increase the intensity. Yeah, something like that. Then we'll just go all the way along here. That's fine. It can look a little bit odd. It doesn't have to be uniform, like 100%. But that's fine. Something like this. Just a little bit less over the top. There we go. So something like that. That looks alright. That's our proper kind of castle entrance where you come in, then you're revealed to the park. And what's our rating? Senior rating 41. We're getting there. Okay, let's put in a new ride. So what we're going to want to do is we've decided that this ride, well, we kind of decided this ride's going to be to do with kind of the, it's going to be kind of piratey, it's going to be Ironborn-y. So let's put in, well, let's pause it here. High Garden broke down. We may need to buy another janitor. What we're going to do is we're going to put in a track ride, put in a log flume. We're going to put it in, oh, it's still on the 45-degree angle. I'll explain why it's so far off. Something like that. That's what we're after. Yeah. We're just going to stick it in. I actually wanted to go the other way. There we go. That's what I'm after. I wanted to start off going that way. The reason for that is going to be clear, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of loop around this thing, this big bit of rock we've got here. So let's stick it in right there. That's going to cause us problems where that currently is. So let's just move it as far over here as we can. Because this takes up a lot of extra space around it. As you see, it kind of swings around and it doesn't let you build there. Okay, so we need to do a kind of... yeah, we need to make this go up. So let's start making it go up. So this is, yeah, conveyor belt. That's fine. Can we make this go up any further, or does it kind of goes up on its height that it's got? Okay. So what we actually need to do is we need to move this. So I can move the station. I want to move the station, please. I just have to say done, and then I have to go like. Where's move? There we go. Move. I actually want you to start like back here. We can always work around where the thing is. We can get to loop around over the top of High Garden if we wanted to. That's fine. Edit track. This is the important bit though. So we want to go up. Up's good. Let's go like up here. I want to kind of loop around this when it falls. So we'll like do conveyor belt end. Yeah, that seems right. Conveyor belt end. Then we'll do drops or drop start. We'll go around here. And then we'll do a splashdown here, which will continue for a little bit. Splashdown kind of section. Then have an end. Right, there we go. Then we do like a normal track around kind of here. Do you want to spin it under? We want it to go under there. So what we could do is we could go like a back one. See, that one seems fine. Then we go up. And then what I want to do is I want it to go kind of up like that. Then end. Then start the drop. So I want it to kind of just go directly under. I want it to. That's going to clash with the ground. Okay. Back one. It's start a splashdown here. Maybe too early to start a splashdown here. Maybe that's fine. We'll splash down here. What we might want to do for this one is get rid of track supports for the whole thing. That's fine. We can do that. Right, end, and then we'll just do that. Kind of a little bit over here. Then drop start. Splashdown start. That kind of looks a bit ugly. Yeah, this is going a little bit ugly if it goes around that way. Let's rotate it around the other way, and that gives us more space to play with. There we go. We'll go around here. Maybe we'll kind of go down like that, and then we'll start heading up. No, not drop start. Conveyor belt start. Something like this is what I'm thinking. We'll do normal track. Spin it around here. Start to just dip it down, and then spin it that way. Then I want to start drop down. There we go. Start drop. And we're just going to go right down. Splash down. Splash down. End. Can I auto-complete this, or do I need to do some work? I think I might need to do some work to auto-complete that. Yeah, okay. So we need to actually do maybe one earlier. Yeah, it's hard to get it just right when you work with a new ride. So let's go for that, then drop down. It's not going to give us any splash zone. So we need to actually go one earlier. We want to go down here. That's the wrong one. Drop start. There we go. And then we want to do a splash down start. And then we want to end it here. We kind of want to just make it roll in at this point. So something like this. Just make it just go in properly. Can we get that too? Why wasn't that complete? It doesn't appear to be a complete option. Not available for this right. So we have to kind of manually get that to somehow go in. Okay, let's go around this way. Yeah, I actually don't want track supports in any of this. I'll go turn that off in a minute, but that's fine. Does that need to be higher? That needs to be higher if it's going around there. I'm fine with it going in over the top of that though. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of room to work with, which is annoying. That's fine. So maybe just a little bit higher. And we'll twist it around like this. It's because it doesn't have autocomplete. It wants us to finish it ourselves, which is a little bit odd. That's fine. I'm okay with it going in over top. Let's so do we want to make this shorter? That's fine. As long as it's dipped down. Autocomplete? Autocomplete, good. So that's kind of a neat ride. It kind of goes down, splashes, then goes around here, it splashes, and then twists round to the end. Yeah, that's not too bad. I do want to go turn supports off on a whole bunch of it though. Track supports, no, turn off. No track supports. This one. Can I select this section at all? Or is it going to glitch out? It doesn't like you selecting sections that, like, a lot of the time, basically. Here it appears to just not care about whether I have track support ticked on or off, which is weird. Yeah. I think it'll look nicer without track supports everywhere, basically. That one kind of jumped in and out again. Seems like some places it just doesn't work. Oh well. We'll have it with minimal track supports then. Not necessarily no track supports, just minimal. I believe this is just cosmetic as well. It's not actually it doesn't do anything to your ride, like it won't just fall over without track supports. Oh, that would be funny. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Seems when I take that, some others came back. Anyway. Get rid of those. We might as well turn it off here, even though it's not going to work, but maybe if in the future they fix that, it'll just magically fix itself. Here's the bit I really don't want track supports on, because this is like this kind of like this is going through another ride, which I don't like. Anyway, that's fine. Get rid of those track supports. Yeah, at least it's not going through the queue anymore. It's basically where I'm after there. Cool. Now we have to start our test. Let's see how it goes. Let's ride. We want to ride. Do you want to? Oh, we have to unpause. Let's go at 0. Let's go from. Yeah, let's go from. Do you want seat or? Maybe we want. Maybe we want look forward. Yeah, it looks all right. So we got a lot of excitement going up here at the start. A little bit of fear. Yep. We can kind of see the other rides, and then we start to tip over the front. Oh, a little bit of a bump, then into the last. Okay. We get another cam bit, but they can see the next rise. It's a little bit higher than the last one. Okay. So it's just gonna chill. We're gonna speed up a little bit going downhill. Should be fine. There we go. Something finished there. I think that was a ride being fixed. Anyway, we hit the next up. Excitement continues to rise. Everything's in the green, which is good. Just creeping up here. Fear should continue rising. Fear is actually getting maybe a little bit too high. But that's fine. That's the objective of this bit. You can see the whole park over to your left. You can see like a mountain over to your right. If fear is really high at this point, then we get up to the top. We just kind of ride nicely. No fear. Fear's dropping. Excitement's dropping. But now you can see the drop. And it starts to speed up. And then all of these should go really high when we do this drop. Oh, fear's pretty high. That's fine. That's fine. It's only high for a short amount of time. We might need to shorten that drop slightly. We'll see though. Then we just kind of drift in. I'm going to speed this bit up. That's fine. Maybe this bit's going to lower some stuff, but it definitely lowers nausea at that point. We got orange, green. That's not bad. How do we get our? I don't know what the key command to get our ride is, but that seems like a fine ride. Done. What are we going to call this? Let's call it Balin's Fun Time or something. I don't know. Or I'm sure we can think of a better name than that. We'll go with that. Now, what we have to do is we have to place an entrance. Now, because of where we've had to end up placing our station, what we might want to do is we might want to place our entrance so that it loops around. So we can have a longer queue, but that's fine. And our exit, it really doesn't matter. Our exit can be here. Okay. So. Obstructed? What do you mean obstructed? Like what? Okay. Let's place our entrance over here then. Can we do that? What we might need to do is we might need to change where our ride comes in at. Exit here. Obstructed. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're actually going to cancel that. That's not at all what I meant to do. I just want to get rid of the tool. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to edit our track. I'm going to say that the station has to be go exiting right, but entry like that. Yeah, that's what we're after. Perfect. That's what we're after. Do we have to retest it? Oh, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. We'll start the test. We'll place our entrance here and our exit. Oh right, exit like that. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure that was what I put in, but that's fine. That works for me. And then our entrance will go something like this. And then it will start to loop around the edge. Not up. There we go. We can start to loop this around a little bit. Like that. Maybe one... is that going a little bit too long? Wait. I don't have any... oh, it must be the cog I need to go for. There we go. And then we'll lower... Oh no, it's like this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's what we're after. Something that looks a little like this. Can I rotate that? Yeah, I can rotate that. Good. Let's try and get the right angle in here. I want it to be a long queue, so when we put in priority queues, we can skip it. There we go. There we go. Something like that doesn't look too bad. Is the test done yet? Or is it a long ride, so that is something we need to consider. That seems reasonable. Do we want to change the color of the ride? I already get some scenery rating as well because the queue goes past this. So it kind of inherits some scenery, which I quite like. It means we don't have to spend extra money on it. Now, what else are we after here? We want to get our yes, our track color. We also want to get the we want to change the ride color in a little bit. The track color. We're gonna go. What we're thinking. Ironborn's kind of the grey kind of the murky kind of colors. That's this is the center bit of the track. Let's go for. Oh, it's also it's the edges. So black's all right there. This one, that's kind of general support. Kind of dark gray, and on this one we'll go. Yeah, just kind of black. Then our car color is going to be... I think that's the seat color we're on first. And then this one... Oh, we can't change the color of that car because that car is just... Okay. We'll just close it for just now so I can change the car color. Oh no, it's the inside. Okay, so we want the inside to be kind of black. And then the seat color is this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That looks cool. No music. I think I like the ride. We're going to open it, and we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.